Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Justin and I am here today with the review of the Inateck USB cards here. Sadly this one, which is the KT4006, it did not work for me. I don't know if something was wrong with it. I'm not sure. Specs wise, it's supposed to be identical to this pretty much. One thing I do know is that the beautiful people over at FedEx threw the package with these two cards at my door. So could that have damaged this? Possibly. Don't know for sure, but all I can tell you is the KT4006 did not work for me. Not saying it's not going to work for you, I don't know. So put that off to the side here. The KT4007 on the other hand, oh sorry, get that back in the shot here. KT4007 did work for me. Very easy to install. That theoretically that's how the 4006 should be. Just find a PCI slot in your case, take off the back little plate that's already on the computer, and just slide it in. Put a screw here where my thumb is, and boom, you are good to go. Nothing else needed. So I ran some. I was gonna compare the two cards, see how similar the speeds are, if they're any different at all. But since I couldn't get the 4006 to work, I obviously couldn't do that. So instead I'm comparing it to the onboard USB 3 that is on my motherboard, which is the Asus M5A99FX Pro Revision 2.0. It's an AMD AM3 Plus socket motherboard by Asus, because I already said Asus. So it doesn't have any fancy, you know, insane USB 3 on there. It just has your standard USB 3 on there, and the tests are about the same as you will see. I'll have the results up on the screen here in a second, and you'll see the numbers are almost identical. And every test that I'm looking at, pretty much the KT4007 actually came out just a hair ahead of the motherboard, except for the sequential write. The motherboard was just slightly, very slightly over that. So the card isn't, you know, above average. You know, it's about as average as your motherboards if it has onboard USB 3. It's nothing too outstanding. You know, it's not gonna be way up there. But also my flash drive that I'm using to test this with, because all I did was plug my flash drive in on both devices, you know, one at a time obviously, and ran Crystal Disk Mark version 3.0.3 to see if the speeds varied at all, just to see how close it is, I guess. It's nothing too crazy. It's just a verbatim USB 3.0 flash drive. It is a 16 gigabyte, I believe, but it's nothing too fancy, so I mean I didn't expect a whole lot of performance out of the flash drive it is, but it just shows you that this will, you know, be up there, I guess, on the speeds. I don't know, perform as well as your motherboard or your onboard stuff will, but nothing too outstanding, at least not in my testing. And the one thing I do like I was saying, is that the 20-pin USB 3 header there on the back, as you can probably see. Because some of the motherboards, for some reason, you know, if they're like, there's a switch over, you know, and they don't have the header on there for the 3.0, so you can just plug it right up in there and you'll be good to go. So there's one big advantage of this, having this card. Another one is, like, you know, if you don't have enough USB 3.0 slots on your, or ports on your motherboard, or if you have none, you want to gain a few, because say you do a lot of data transferring, or you have a Drobo or something that uses USB 3, or some kind of external enclosure that you use often has USB 3, and you want to take advantage of that. That is a great reason to buy this card. I've had no issues with this card by the time I've been using it. Nothing but good things to say about it. Works just as advertised, so I can't complain. The only complaint I do have is that they're not sure how many slots is on this card, because the box on the front said 4 slots, which you can clearly see here is 2. On the back of it says 2. On the website it says 2 and 4, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't looked at the website in a while. So yeah, that's the only thing I've noticed, is they can't decide how many slots this card is. So Besides that, I have no issues with this card. It is a great card, especially for the price, not outstanding price, which computer parts tend to be. So yeah, it's an absolute great card. You can check out everything down in the description for more information on this card. And until next time, I will see you guys later.